50 All-Stars, people. How you guys doing? Today, again, we're going to go over Limitless Hoops. All right, Limitless Hoops, the book that will get you to the NBA. Just like that. All you got to do is read it. You don't have to work out at all. Just read the book. No, I'm joking. You have to actually do the work, and doing the work in the book is part of it. Is part of the deal. If you are part of our program, then we actually do this book from day to day. I'm trying to spread the word to more programs as well. Again, this is all stuff that any good program will cover and does cover, but it does it in such a way that it organizes the entire year. And as a coach myself, I oftentimes get bogged down with like focusing on just like the one thing that we suck at until we get it perfect, right? Because the kids are so far behind, you want to catch them up, but then after you get at that one thing, you realize that you missed 300 things because it took you a year to get good at that one thing or to get perfect at it, right? So this kind of paces you throughout the entire year, and frankly speaking, a lot of coaches don't know this stuff, and it's not included in their program. So we're trying to change things, and we're trying to do it the right way. And again, I'll try to spread it, but for right now, only we have it. So in the meantime, we're the only game in town. All right. Anyways, what do we have here? What's up, Connor Rush? Blake Bastani can't make it because he has a practice tonight. And then my friend might be coming over tomorrow. If he does, I will play defense on him for 20 minutes straight to assert dominance. Basically, you're like doing like an alpha dog thing. I like that. All right. You can do the same thing with them staring at like animals too, even human beings. You stare at them until they look away. Whoever looks away first, they are the least dominant person. I just blinked. I lost. All right. Anyways, let's start off with the games for tonight. I was perfect last time in making my picks. Was I? I think so. Wait, I didn't pick the Mavs. No, but the next day, I think I did get all three picks. Either way, for today, my picks are the Lakers, the Bucks, and the Blazers. That's who I'm picking. Let me know your picks in the comment section below, to the side, on a different page, whatever. All right. Let me know who you pick for tonight's games. I think that the Lakers are gonna win because they still have to. Yeah, the Lakers can't be down in the series. They aren't the better team. I don't think so. Man, it's kind of even actually, especially with Chris Paul hurt. But they can definitely lose. So I'm going for the Lakers. And then the Bucks. They remember last time. They're not going to lose. I think Giannis is going to go out there. They killed them last time. I know that Jimmy Butler and all those guys are tough, but only so much toughness that you can do against a really, really good team. And now they have a great defender in Drew Holiday. So, and then the last one, the Blazers. I just don't see. I know he played really well last game, Dame, and he still lost, but he's so good. And CJ McCollum and all those guys. So I'm going for those three. Who do you guys have? You went 3 for 3 yesterday? Wait, so who was yesterday? Which games were yesterday? Was it? I know I didn't pick the Mavs, but I thought that Mavs game was 2 days ago. I forgot who I picked. I have. Let me see. Is it on here? Wait. Okay. My picks were. Oh yeah, I picked the 76ers, the Hawks, and the Jazz. I was one off. All right. Yep. I was 2 for 3. All right. So let's see. Who else do we have here? I picked the Hawks instead of the Knicks. Oh, you got it. Thank you. All right. The Bucks, the Suns, and the Nuggets. That's a solid pick. And then who does Finn Kaufman have? Who you got, Finn? You're not gonna say it? All right. Let us know, Finn Kaufman. All right. Here we go. Next up, we got the quote of the day. Quote of the day is, "If you can't run, crawl." All right, now this is from a Martin Luther King quote, one of my favorite Martin Luther King quotes. I actually had like some CDs with on MP3 as well with his speeches on. I would listen to it all the time just to hype me up. All right, and I memorized a few of his speeches. I thought that they were so cool, but this line though is dope. It basically says, "If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving." And for this particular part, if you can't run, just crawl. I mean, do whatever you have to do to keep moving forward. All right, so like Connor has vacation next week, so you can't do everything. Do something. All right, if you get knocked out of a game or a tournament or whatever, and you lose and you have no chance, blah blah blah, do something. All right, if you're on the D team whatever. Do something. All right, you can always do something. Keep moving, keep going forward. Just don't stop in your tracks, because the moment that you give up is the moment that you lose. All right, but before that moment, you haven't lost. All right, and there's a great quote that says like, there are so many people who gave up when they didn't realize that they were this close to achieving their goal. They hung on, and they thought that it would be the next second, but it wasn't. The next day, but it wasn't. And as soon as they gave up, it was actually gonna be like 10 minutes from then. All right, so don't give up. All right, what else do we have? I have Bucks, Suns, and Nuggets also. Oh, all right. I think that is a pretty solid pick. I would say if I was a betting man, I would pick those picks. But I'm going for Dame and I'm going for the Lakers. And although I'm going for the Heat, I don't think that's too much to overcome. So that's just my picks. We'll see who's right tomorrow. All right. Anyways, if you can't run, crawl. Don't forget that. Elementary. For elementary, who do we have here? What do we have here? We have the Buffalo. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Okay. My thing came out. I'm good. All right. We have the Buffalo layup drill. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't matter. I think you guys can still hear me, right? All right. I think I pulled my headphones out, so now I can't hear myself. But whatever, we'll see if it still works. All right, as long as you guys can hear me, we're all good. All right, so we have the Buffalo layup drill, my most notoriously hated drill of all time. All right, and but it's a good drill for players who are starting out, because you have to get the timing of the passes down and things like that. If you want to practice that one, you just pass back and forth between someone as you're sprinting. You want to keep up your sprint, catch the ball on the run, and then throw the ball, and then throw the ball while you're on the run as two. Then you get it back as you're sprinting, and then score a layup. We have points in the paint, or points in the pot. All right, points in the pot game. It's a nice clutch little game. Basically, you shoot free throws with two or more people, and every time that you make a free throw, 1 point gets in the pot. Everyone has 7 points. All right, once you miss, however many points were in the pot get taken from your score. Whoever gets to 0 is out. You can have special things like 50 push-ups, whoever loses, or like sprints or whatever, or just the winner is just the winner. All right, and then after that, we got dribble handoff. I'll talk about that in a second. We got contest shots. Make sure that when you contest shots, that your hands are up and that you're contesting and that you're not trying to swing down, okay? Unless you have a home run block, but the block should be coming from the weak side anyways, all right? So you contest shots by chesting up your man to make it hard. Your job is to make their percentage drop from 45% to 35%. That's your only job. They're going to make some. You can't get mad about that. You have to make everything a hard shot. I was watching the Knicks game, and someone in the second quarter, maybe halftime. It was halftime, yeah. Kenny Smith was talking about it, and he was saying, before the Knicks turned the tide, of course, he said that the Knicks were only getting hard shots. Difficult shots were the only shots that they were getting. They were getting shots off like the second, third rebound, or like just like basically like lucky shots. And over the course of time, that adds up. And they need to be making the Hawks' shots harder. They need to be finding their shots to be easier. And I think that's a good rule of thumb. Basically, if Trae Young scores 50 points on you, it's all good. By the way, he almost scored 50 last night. I thought he was about to score 50 because he scored 20 in the first half, and I thought that was going to be right, but he laid down in the second half. But anyways, you want to make sure that they're shooting the hardest shots possible. So if someone scores 50 on you, and every shot it has your hand in their face, that's perfect defense. If they score 30 on you and you were nowhere near them, that's horrible defense. Just keep up with that rule of thumb, and the results in this case don't really matter. What matters is, are you making their shots hard? All right, 0 to 3 seconds, down by 3 with free throws, timeout with the sideline, out of bounds play. All right, so if there's less than 3 seconds left and you're down by 3, you obviously need a three-pointer. All right, and I would say catch and shoot is a goal, so you have to set very, very like good screens. If you are up by 3 with less than 3 seconds, again, like I always say, man, if you have a great team, and they're smart, maybe like a pro team or a high D1 team, then yeah, when they catch, you can foul, because then you know that you're going to get the offensive rebound or the defensive rebound on the free throw. you know that everything's taken care of. You know that you're not going to foul them if they happen to chuck up a bad shot, right? The players are smart enough. But if you have a lower team, like a high school team or something like that, I suggest don't do that. Not only because you might mess up, but because it's really hard to make a shot out of nowhere like that. All right, so you make the person make a hard shot. All right, so you just put your hands up, you D them up, and if they hit a tough three and goes into overtime, it goes into overtime. That is what it is. You don't want to start fouling and then get the 4-point play, or try to foul and then they throw it up and then they get a three free throws. Three free throws are way easier to hit than one shot over your hand fading away. All right, Olympic drill, 3-on-2, then 3-on-3. This is the 3-on-2 drill. When you cross half court, then another man comes in. It's a continuous drill. Maybe the funnest drill in basketball, but some teams overdo it. But it's a great drill because of the timing of the fast breaks, and fast breaks should happen often during games. And if you can, you should be able to score on this a lot. You dribble the ball up the court. Make sure that you pass the ball ahead of the person on either wing, whichever way. Basically, the back guy on the two defenders, whichever way he leans, throw it to the opposite side with the strong hand. And then you follow him by going to the strong side elbow. So if you throw to the left, you go to the left-hand elbow. And you do that because as that person catches the ball on the wing, it's basically 2-on-1 at that point because you were stopped by the first guard. There's only one more player ahead of them. So as you pass the ball to the wing player should just swing the ball over. All right? And actually, I'm going to show you that one right now because it's way too complicated to talk about. So if we have these two guys right here, and let me throw all these guys back here real quick. All right. And we're on a fast break, and this guy is dribbling the ball up the court. You want to dribble until he stops you. All right. And I mean, right before he stops you, you want to throw the ball ahead. You can't throw the ball to him. That's going to be too slow. You throw the ball ahead, so he catches it like this. And now it's a 2-on-1 right there. Now, this guy has a choice to make. If he drops down and covers, and you're not in the right position, like you're somewhere over here or running in right here, you're not a viable option. All right? So what you want to do is if you pass to the right, you run to right here. If you pass to the left, you run right here. All right? And as they come down, this guy will stop it. And in this case, this guy will stop the ball, and this guy has a choice to make, and it's a dumb choice. It's a done choice, all right? Because this guy's running in fast, and these people are coming in, but they're not going to get there right in time. So if he chooses you, it's a layup. If he does the right thing and chooses here, now it's a wide open jump shot, all right? But that is not the case if you don't go to the strong side elbow, all right? Do we have that? I'm here. Sorry I'm late. What's up, man? Let us know. What's up, Gavin Dodge? Let us know who you think is going to win tonight. I had the Lakers, the Bucks, and the Blazers. Put it in the comment section. All right. And moving on, we have... What else did we have? We had the flat show defense on the handoffs. All right. That was the other one that I was going to show you. All right. So if you're right here and you're going to hand the ball off, all right. So we have a defender right here. Let me see. He's guarding him. He's guarding him right here. All right, and this guy's guarding the weak side player. As I do a dribble handoff, and I have the ball on this side, and this guy's following, what you can't do is you can't really go under, because if you go under, there are so many great shooters in this world. He can just shoot that shot, screen down, shoot that shot, swishes. All right, so you have to go over. So if you have to go over, again, this is for good teams. I'm not talking about if you play against a whack team, but if you play against a good team, you have to go over. All right, so if you go over, as this guy's here, if he sets a pick, well, you're screwed. All right, and what you want to happen is a flat show to happen. This guy should flat show. What I mean by flat show is he goes along this line and he just mirrors him. He doesn't attack him. He just mirrors him. All right, so as this ball is going over here, he's going to mirror him until you get over the screen and back in front, and then he goes back to his man. All right, the other things that can happen off this, if you're thinking maybe you want to jump this, like you want to jump this on-ball pick, all right, if you jump it like this, Well, now instead of handing him the ball, he could pretend to hand him the ball, and then this guy sat in the screen can just go straight to the basket. All right, so you don't want to do that. So you don't want to just lay back right here, and you don't want to jump right here. So the flat show is right in between those two options. Again, as he goes over the screen, he'll be trailing him right there as they hand it off. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Just mirror him. As he goes here, you just fend him off until this guy says, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, and then you get there. So that's what we're doing against the on-ball picks. But offensively, what you want to do is realize that this is very, very hard. Because even if they do flat show, as you go over and they flat show, you can go rescreen. And you can get here, and then you can say, screen me again. He'll screen again. And now, this big guy usually will have to try to track you all the way over here. And now you can come off and shoot that shot, pick and roll, or whatever. So screen, rescreen. And just off the bat, as you guys are here, and he's coming here, if this guy's up in the passing lane, instead of dribbling out for the handoff, just go back door. All right? Because defending this back door is very, very hard if you pass it right at his feet. Right here for that bounce pass. All right? So you force them to guard you differently by hanging down. All right? Now, if you see him, now you come for a dribble handoff. And again, if your man is in front of you and you set the good pick, you can do a dribble handoff. And now they're going to, at the very least, flat show, and they're going to come right there and just let you go. But if your man shows too early or overshows, now you can kill them with this fake handoff. So it's either a handoff, fake handoff, or backdoor. And offensively, that is really, really hard to beat. All right. To help us out on defense, we would have this guy to be in the middle of the court. All right. And that's about it. All right. So I know that the dribble handoff is very, very complicated, but realize that you either are good on defense on it or just be masterful on offense. All right. If you can't do it on offense, look to see how they're stopping you, and then learn from the other team, and you start to stop them like that as well. What you want to do is be very, very conscious of it, because it happens like that. All right. Dribble handoffs happen out of nowhere, and you have to always be ready for it, whether you're on the ball, on the handoff person, or on the weak side. All right, let's move on. We got our homework stuff. Again, great job to Connor and to Finn. All right, you guys are posting homework every single day now. Thank you so much, especially Connor. You're posting so much. All right, keep up the work, and we want to make this into a culture where everyone's posting, even Gavin Dodge. All right, moving on. We got our picture of the day. Now this is Trae Young and Julius Randle. I thought Julius Randle, man, watching that team play, it's so fun to cheer for the Knicks. Although I'm also cheering for the Hawks too. I don't know. I'm not really going for anyone, but the Knicks, they have such a New York squad. Like Obi Toppin, like this like random guy who's not very skilled but he can jump. They got Julius Randle again, who's not very skilled but he's really tough. All right, and then he puts in the work, right? It's just hard work, and he's like learned to become a dominant player, but he's not quite used to it yet. You got Derrick Rose, who's like definitely either Chicago or New York attitude, right? And I don't know, it's just a really, really cool team to follow. And then you had all the fans there. The fans were just like a blessing. Oh my God, it was so amazing. That's why they won that game, period. If the fans were there, they would not have come back. Like, that's so cool that like fans can have that like that projection onto the court. It's a very, very interesting part of the game, and why everyone loves the game, of course, because they want the fans to cheer for them one day, right? All right. You got the Lakers, the Blazers, and the Heat. That's a tough pick. All right, but then on the other end, we had fans spitting at players, and we had fans dumping popcorn on top of like Russell Westbrook. All right, and that can't happen. And the reason why that happens is because players of a certain level are great. They know how to handle themselves. But then real human beings who aren't very pressured in real life, they don't know how to handle themselves. Because the worst thing that they have to do is like pay their bills on time or whatever. Like they don't know what pressure is really like. And when you put them into a situation where everything's like, escalated to where like, they're excited, people get really mean. and they don't know how to handle themselves. They don't know how to distinguish between a game and real life. All right? They think that they're really being murdered when their team loses. Like, it's really a sad thing where NBA players, most of them at least, they understand the difference between, like, I try to kill you on the court, now the game's over, now we're friends. I mean, it takes a certain level of intellect to do that. And for basketball players at this high level, they have a huge intellect of, like, how to act, right? And the ones that don't, we know the ones that don't, like Meta World Peace, right? Things like that, where, like, you know, they're very weak-minded, okay? But for the average person in the fan, especially when you're dealing with that many people, there's bound to be one or two weak-minded human beings in there. And all I can stress to you guys is, don't be that kind of player, all right? I don't care what happens to you in a game, it's over as soon as the game is over, all right? Or else you're just like the weakest dude ever. People that come after me after games, and it happens a lot because I'm pretty dirty. All right, they're just idiots. Like, I mean, they don't even understand anything. Like, and that's why I think many people can't try hard enough to play in the NBA, because if they tried really, really hard at something, they would take it too seriously, and then it would hurt them if they didn't get it. And so many people are like so afraid to fail that because they're a loser, basically. Like, they're like, if I tried my hardest, I would cry, I would kill myself if I lost. So they're so afraid of that. They're so afraid of like putting in 100% effort, all right? So for you guys, you put in the effort, and if you fail and you don't even make your ninth grade team, who cares? The whole point of it was a game to, like, try your hardest. So, I mean, it's just dumb when people are like this. I mean, he's playing a villain, Trae Young. The Knicks are playing the hometown heroes, and it's just a play. It's just a play, and it's just fun. All right, they get paid millions of dollars to do it, but it's just fun. All right, pick the exact opposite of me. Oh, so you and Gavin are at odds. I love it. Anyway, commercial time, and then we'll come right on back. And we're back. What's up, guys? All right, so all right, I was gonna go over a few different things, but we do have the trivia coming up here pretty soon. I selected the time, but let's go over one thing before the trivia. So we got 3-on-3. Let me see, where is it? All right. So we got just real quick: star passing, post catch, quick finish, 3-on-3 defensive positioning. What is that? Two sides. That looks like press break. And 4 to 9 seconds down by 3 with free throws. Bigs versus guards. All right, but for 3-on-3 defensive positioning, I wanted to show you guys a video and then walk you guys through how they're messing up. All right. Again, no one's perfect, not even me. If you saw 3-on-3 with me in it, I could break myself down too. So I'm not dogging these kids. All right, but let's watch it real quick. Okay, so we got the 3-on-3 drill right here. All right, and let's watch how they do it, and then I'll just stop the tape and then break it apart. So these guys are on right here, 1, 2, and 3. I would say he could be up in the passing lane a little bit more, and this guy could have his hand up as well with his foot up, because right now that this guy right here goes back door, he'll have to shift his feet. So you want this foot to be up in the passing lane and that hand to be up in the passing lane to deny. Let's watch the next one. Boom, on the pass. This guy shuffled his feet. This guy closed out pretty well, but he wants to turn and run so he could be right in the middle right when the guy catches. Boom, he's not in the middle. So since he's not here, maybe that guy's a shooter. I think on this pass, he could get out to that shooter easily if he was right here in the middle. He's not in the middle, so what that's gonna do is if he drives here, he's not gonna be able to help out as fast. All right. And this guy needs to be jumping off, because right here, the top point guard, he could cut in front of him if he wanted to. Boom. Okay, so they did a screening away action. Since he was right here, I'm sorry, since this guy right here was not in the middle, now he's going to get picked too easily. All right, if he were in the middle, he could come up the middle of the screen with this guy stepping off. All right, so
this is a reminder.
Oops.
Trivia time.
Trivia time coming up. Let me finish this one real quick. All right, so he needs to be off in the middle. This guy's doing a great job of tracing the ball with his hand. He should be forcing him a little bit toward the baseline, though. He's doing a great job of twisting his body. I like that a lot. Let's see where we are. Oh, he did take a dribble. I don't like that dribble and pick up the ball because now he lost the ball. Because if that guy wasn't open, he would be screwed. So don't take a dribble, just twist your feet. All right, this guy's late. This guy could actually curl and go because he was on the weak side. You want to be in the middle, come up the middle, and then stay on this side of your man. As he catches it, this guy threw a pass with his right hand. All right, passing it to the left, that's not good. And this guy should be jumping off. He's already not moving. The ball's halfway in between. He should be jumping off. He has not even opened up yet. He has not started to sprinter right here, so he could get beat. Boom, it lands. He's nowhere near the middle. All right, this guy's jumped off kinda. He did go down the middle, which is good, but he should be even further off. He should be in the middle going straight up. But nice job to go down the middle that time. There was a drive here. You see that guy, as soon as he crosses right here, this guy should be leaking out. He's not even in the middle yet. So if he did get driven by him, that would have been a layup. Close that again. Shot. Box out. That guy kind of hit. This guy's waiting to engage. Hit him. You don't want him to come to you. You want to hit him. All right. So that's about it for that stuff. And you got to understand that kind of stuff. Anyways, let's move on. Speaking of defense, we have the trivia stuff about. Where's our trivia? Trivia right there. The trivia is about Dennis Rodman. All right. Now Finn has already won. All right, for the month, but let's see who's a soldier, who's a warrior, who wants to win anyways, all right? Because who has that fighting spirit? Who watched the video? It was only a 4-minute video. Did you watch it? Did you pay attention? All right. Dennis Rodman was one of the greatest rebounders of all time. He's just amazing. He did have his like demons and stuff like that, but he's amazing. I was gonna ask you guys who he married. He married himself, but no, that wouldn't have been a good question, and it wasn't mentioned in the video. So here's the question for today. Is what was Dennis Rodman doing when he was awarded his first Defensive Player of the Year in 1991? Or 1990, sorry. 90. What was Dennis Rodman doing while he was awarded his first Defensive Player of the Year award? Let me know in the comment section and see if you can win. All right. Also wanted to show you guys one more play breakdown, but first we can get to the high school stuff. You watched it, but what was he doing when he was awarded that? All right, to finish it up, we have layups, sideline to bounce for shots, zone flex screens. I can never read that one. What is that? Oh, don't cross half court before the trap. 0 to 3 seconds, down by 3 with free throws. 5-on-5, Nash then dash. All right. Let me know in the comment section what you think he was doing while he was awarded his first Defensive Player of the Year, and then I will finish up right here. All right. Gavin Dodge, the winner. Good job, Gavin Dodge. All right, so Gavin has 1 point. He was crying because that dude wanted it. He wanted it. Great job. Here's the story of the day, real quick. In school, both test prep and learning the actual material are needed to succeed. In basketball, team practice and developing skill are the same. Both are needed, but the collection of knowledge and skill must precede their application. So don't spend all your time learning plays as a young player that has yet to reach their peak skill-wise. So learning plays and stuff like that, you need to learn the basic fundamentals first and get better on like with your skill first. All right. When it's test prep for like for the SATs, that stuff it's very, very good to like learn like study habits and like how to like take off certain like aspects of the test and how to take a test. But if you skip all days of school and don't go to school and all you do is study test prep, you're not going to be smart, right? So for practices, if all you're doing is practicing plays all day and you're not working on your actual game, you're going to suck. And where the video said that, it's in the video, and he cries in the video as he's accepting the award. All right. Anyway, great job, Gavin Dodge. All right. So that's a very, very complicated subject because people don't quite understand that. All right. So understand that. It's about you, not about your team right now. Sadly. And then you can mix in some team stuff too. Last thing, I know I'm out of time, but I wanted to show you guys the flex screen too while I'm here. So here's the flex defense right here. As he's going, passes the ball. This guy on the weak side should already be in the middle. Now he's going to hit that screen, and actually he should be on top of that screen, on top of that flex screen. But he's going to get hit by the screen, even in a walkthrough got hit. Right here, this guy on the screen now should be jumping off so that this guy can get down in the middle. He should be ball side, foot up, right here in help side. He should be in front of his player. All right. Boom, pass it. As soon as they make that pass, this guy should be on top of his man right here. I mean, this guy should be in the middle, and this guy should be slightly off. Let's see what happens next. Boom. Right there, he gets hit again. All right, so he's going to help a little bit, but he needs to be straddling that defender right there. And this guy needs to be jumping off right now. So a lot of bad things in this walkthrough. And now this guy should be off so he can have room to go down the middle. A lot of stuff. All right, so make sure you guys are playing this a lot better than these kids. Again, this guy's late. That's a bucket. All right, even if he helps off, that's a bucket for that guy. Or even a screen down is going to get that guy wide open. But it all starts with this guy hedging that screen, playing on the top side of it. All right. Anyways, that's about it. And don't forget the quote of the day, you guys. If you can't run, crawl. Keep moving. I'm looking for my gym time. That guy that I sent that thing to yesterday still hasn't replied. I sent him a text. It's crazy. It's been two days basically, but it's just how it is. I'm still working on gym time. I have added some dates on the site. So for the summer, for Sundays and Mondays at Sport Access, I'm working on getting Monday through Friday at Jefferson Academy, and I'm still working on random, but the guys have read me back. But hopefully one day it does. I don't know. I'm the only one who tries. Anyways, all right. We'll see you guys later. Great job and good luck with all the games tonight, guys. All right. Peace, y'all.